Live from Golf Lounge 8. I'm coming back here, man.
How'd you do?
I was actually playing right-handed, hitting it straight.
Are you guys in Augusta over there?
No, they didn't have Augusta.
What?
I don't want to get into that, but
I think they do. You guys are.
We had a window, our break window, and so they had to quickly try to get us out on the course. So I hit like 5 shots. Bob Joyce is on there right now.
Awesome.
Obviously the women's basketball voice of UConn, and also football and hockey. He's everywhere, but he's all over the course right now, trying to outdrive me.
Oh, I love it. All right, let's do a little Bob Joyce play-by-play.
All right, you going to do some play-by-play?
So I'm looking at him. Oh, my God, he just laced one. I mean, he got into one. It looked like a hybrid.
Yeah. Like in Caddyshack, where the guy goes, no, it's okay, you're on the beach.
Yeah, he's definitely in the waist.
One of my favorite
he's
lines.
in the get wasted area.
All right, let's see. He's trying to get it over the trees,
oh my
which is
gosh.
what I was doing. But, oh, my God, he just hit a squirrel.
He went for it, though. It's a lot of fun here at Golf Lounge 18.
Oh, my God, yeah.
All the bays are pretty much being used right now, but there's
Yep.
going to be a lot that are opening up over the day. It's raining out. It's a bad day, and those are the perfect days to come into Golf Lounge 18 because we are inside.
Yeah. Dude, it's
when we
cold
do the
out there. So Coco had lacrosse practice last night.
Yeah.
And it was raining and 39 degrees. By the time I got home, it was a mixture of rain and snow. What is going on with the weather?
It's a wintry mix, my friend. It is a wintry mix right now, and it's April.
I blame Joe Fury. Joe and all these meteorologists, they love bad weather. So this is great. We have some bad weather. We're coming in right now at Yankee Stadium.
Thanks for bringing that up. I've been digging into my phone and my email, waiting for my Yankee friends to give me some kind of word on the weekend.
Heads up.
Right now, we are still looking at game time at 7:05 tonight. We'll start the pregame at 6:25 right here on these Rob Dibble Show stations. Well, here in Hartford, 97.9, and then New Haven, 96.9, 960 AM. But San Francisco, Robbie Ray against the Stroh Show, Marcus Stroman tonight. Great pitching matchup there. But I don't know what the weather is going to be. It is going to be a cold one. It is going to be a wet one. And that's kind of how a lot of these East Coast or East half of the United States Major League Baseball teams been dealing with. Phillies and Braves, I don't even know what time that ended up. They had 4 rain delays in their game yesterday. Yankees have been playing basically in winter gear when they were up in Detroit because they had some snow.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Come on.
Jazz Chisholm wants nothing to do with the cold weather, man.
Dude,
Jazz Chisholm was full hoodie. He had looked like he weighed 20, 40 pounds extra.
July in San Francisco is always 30 at night. It's 80 at 4 o'clock. You're taking BP.
In July.
In July.
July.
You've never heard that saying? The coldest summer I spent was summer in San Francisco.
You've taught me all about this San Francisco cold weather and the wind and everything at Candlestick.
The coldest winter I ever spent was the summer in San Francisco. That's the way it goes. But anyhow, no, because you're out there in shorts and a T-shirt for BP, and then guys are in that winter gear, and we didn't have the nice winter gear.
Were you even allowed? I was wondering, I seen
we weren't allowed, but on the bench,
Major League Baseball, Jazz Chisholm has a hoodie.
Should not be allowed.
I was wondering if that was back in the day allowed.
That's not exactly street legal.
It's not street legal.
No, it's not. But But now they have the nice things that come all the way up underneath your nose and stuff like that. We didn't have that kind of technology 40 years ago.
Are cool.
But what was funny was how football, you'd have the old, all the way to your ankles jackets.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we're talking antiques here.
We call them parkas back in the day.
The parkas, we'd have parkas. Now, this is baseball we're talking about in San Francisco in July.
Yeah.
They've got the mufflers around their necks, stuff but the gloves. They had these giant mittens like the football players.
Yes. And
they'd sit on the bench. They just, oh, my God, they look like robots. And especially the Dominican players, the Venezuelan players, because they've never seen snow.
They want nothing to do with this.
I'll tell you a quick story. So my first year was 83 in the minor leagues. I'm in Billings, Montana. And we were on our way to go to Lethbridge, Canada, and there's still snow in the mountains. And as we're driving the 13 hours to go through Canada and go up to Lethbridge, Lenny Harris was from, the toughest area of Miami. He's 18 years old, has never seen snow.
No way.
He's never been out in Miami. So Lenny gets out. He's in the snow doing snow angels. He cried. He didn't know what to do.
That's awesome.
And I was like, oh, my God, Lenny. Lenny's one of my favorite people. But that's the way it is. Like if you're Cuban, if you're Venezuelan, you've never seen snow if you haven't left your island.
Right.
And they get there, and now all of a sudden, I remember playing in AAA in Denver, in Colorado, and we were staying 45 minutes to an hour away outside and up in the mountains. So you'd come out of the mountains down to Mile High Stadium. We were playing at the old Broncos Stadium. And some of my roommates had never seen snow, and they were like, "This is awesome."
I just think it's funny, man.
It is. That's the reality, man. There's some of these guys. It's like, dude, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Dominican. Oh
But
my
for
God,
you,
really?
Though, like you're
Me, I hated. Well, I didn't hate it. I shoveled so much snow as a kid to make an extra buck. I'll never forget when Walt purchased to mow our lawn an International Harvester.
Hell yeah.
And it came with a push plow.
Yeah.
And Walt was like, "Listen, don't break it, but if you want to go," and he put the chains on the back, and you know this being from Indiana, put the chains on the back of this International Harvester. I would make like $10, $20 a driveway in my neighborhood. And, and we had a lot of older people in Southington. They were like, "Oh, sure, Robbie, come over and do my driveway." And I would do it. And I'd say I charged, I think, $5. They would throw me a 10 or 20.
Yeah,
and they were like, because they saw me out there, but it really wasn't hard work once I got that lawnmower with the plow, and it was so much fun too.
Now you're going. Now you're cooking.
Well, dude, some of them were hills.
Oh,
you ever
cool.
get one of those things going down a hill?
Yeah. A lot of fun.
And then you'd slide, and then oh my God.
So I got 45 and cloudy in the Bronx game time. Looks like we're going to play this one today.
Well, I was out. I washed the wife's truck today. And so I was out there, and honestly, I had a T-shirt on, and I was like, "It's really cold out here." But I'm more of a New Englander than a California.
Yeah, but
person.
you're a pitcher, man. Like when it comes to playing cold baseball, I don't want to catch you. I don't want to be
you don't
base.
Want. And here's the
doing,
reality.
You're throwing that freaking hot piece, and nobody wants to.
Yep.
You're getting the soft toss back to you. You don't have to deal with that. You're the one that's creating the pain. In the batter,
but
you
this
don't
is
have
what
to
I said
bat.
about Devin Williams the other day. 98 on someone's hands will leave a lasting impression, a lasting memory.
I don't want
that guy jammed me. My favorite thing from high school, college, pro ball, jamming a dude, and he goes down to first base, and he's like, his hands,
the vibration,
Oof. So that's the best part about pitching.
Especially now.
You love the cold weather.
But those cold weather jams. Oh my gosh, it hurts 10 times more than it does if it's July and it's 75 out.
I only pitched in sleeves once in the whole time I was in the major league. Not because I had a half a cast on my broken wrist and I had to cover it in order to get out there and pitch.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. It's too restricting.
Yeah.
And you see football players. These guys are tough as nails. They throw the Vaseline on or whatever, and they go out and they play. But they enjoy it because it's like, and I don't want to say it's a macho thing, but it is a kind of a manly thing where you're like, I'm tougher than you. If I saw Jazz Chisholm wearing that whole headgear, I'd kind of chuckle when he comes to the plate because I know that guy's really cold. He's more worried about the cold than he is playing the baseball
Our
game.
diva receiver group, we used to say to those guys, there's a line between tough and stupid. So I don't know about Saturday. Saturday looks like it's going to get washed out in Yankee Stadium. I'm just going to say that. I don't know if that's going to happen or if that's true, but it doesn't look good in New England for Saturday. We've already moved the UConn women's basketball parade up to Sunday, so we're dealing with that here in Connecticut. So I'm expecting some kind of action. And it's another one of these NL series, like the Giants from the National League coming all the way across the country to play the Yankees this weekend. There's nowhere to put that extra game, so we might have a doubleheader situation. Red Sox are in Chicago to play the White Sox.
Oh, yeah, good guys wear black.
46 and sunny. 46 and sunny is what the Red Sox are going to deal with, but that's a night game, so I don't know how much that sun's going to matter.
I'm not going to lie. I don't remember all the times I played at Wrigley, and then even when I played for the White Sox, it ever raining. It might have been windy.
Baseball gods.
But it might have been cold, but the sun was always out. I think God likes the Cubs. I think he's like, you know what, I'll give you sun. It might be windy and cold, but I'm gonna let you drink your old style beer in the sun.
He likes day baseball. That's what it is. God
Dusty
is
didn't.
A big fan of
46 day games. What are you, crazy?
No, he did not.
He hated that.
But he was bundled up, man. Dusty Baker in the Cubs in the Reds. Both of
Yeah,
those.
he's not a youngster.
He is in the corner.
Yeah.
Like San Francisco.
He did not like the cold.
No, but if it was a nice day, he's top step, and he's got the toothpick going.
Toothpick
He's
in there.
one knee up. If it
Wristbands.
is this time of year and he's in Cincinnati or Chicago, he is back corner of the dugout, and he has got arms folded. He's got 2 coats on, a knit hat and his Cubs hat or Reds hat on top of it. He doesn't want anything to do with this
We
stuff.
should do a list of the coolest cats that have ever like coached or played, and because Dusty would be in the top 5 for me.
Watching the Masters, man, Chichi Rodriguez was one of the coolest pros ever.
Absolutely.
Dude. Coolest pros.
So is Lee Trevino.
Like as many
Lee
people
Trevino.
as try to
Yeah.
emulate other golfers out there. I need someone to get into some Chichi Rodriguez, man. The silk shirts, the hats, the collars. His caddy was fly. Yeah, there's a lot out there. The '70s basketball
Like
player,
Walt
too,
Frazier.
man. Took the words out of my mouth.
Walt Frazier.
Walt Frazier was one of the
Right?
coolest dudes. He invented that. He invented like going to the game in style and how these dudes have like
Craig Sager.
Oh yeah, well there you go, man. That's all Jack.
Don Cherry. Oh, you don't
Acquired
like
taste.
you don't like Don Cherry.
I like Don Cherry, but I don't know if I'm wearing anything he's wearing.
I love that stuff.
I'll wear
that he
some
wore.
Craig Sager jackets.
Right.
I'll wear that print, but I don't know if I'm pulling the Don Cherry off. The collar thing that is like the extra collar, the white one, like.
I got to give Merrill Hodge some love, man. Merrill Hodge invented
Fat
the
knot.
giant fat knot.
Fat knot.
And that now everybody has copied. I'm like,
That knot was
how
bigger
in
than
the
his head.
hell do you do that, Merrill? Because
That
we're good
knot was
friends. I
bigger.
love that dude.
Did he tie his own fat knots?
Yes, absolutely. That's a
for
great
him.
Windsor. I see again going back to my Catholic junior high days. We had to tie our own ties.
Oh, really?
I did not know how to tie a tie, and so that was the big thing in Catholic junior high was coming in and having to put your tie on and stuff like that. You get pretty good at it. You get pretty good at the Windsor.
6th grade basketball coach, home game. We all have to wear
ties?
ties to school.
You should.
First time I
You
bought
should have
a
to wear a
tie.
tie.
Then I think
I
we
like
talked
it.
about this on the show. I went to Mr. Hoddle's house.
Mr. Hoddle?
Mr. Hoddle. Shout out Mr. Hoddle. Mr. Hoddle had like a line of boys waiting for him to tie his tie and like teach us how to tie ties. But yeah, if it wasn't for dressing up for home game basketball, I would not know how to tie a tie.
I
but
got to
that's what
give
it
the
is.
kids that go to the middle schools in Middlebury and Pomperaug.
What are they
for
dressing? What are
for
they doing?
Every one of their dances, their 8th grade dance, I just saw them. They have ties. They look impeccable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they try to outdo the ladies. It blows my mind.
Like hockey player impeccable.
Well, this
Like
is how I
that?
know how soft they are.
What?
Because they dress up in
Oh,
their
yeah,
hair, and so
yeah.
they're more worried about their hair and their clothes than the girls.
Yes.
So that, like
That
my
is true.
baseball team, I worry about them. Like,
Good for them, man. My mom was always big on that, like for me, and I always
See, I'm-
raged
I'm-
against it.
you know me, and with all the tattoos and stuff like that. But when I was growing up, dude, we were concert T-shirts and jeans.
I know.
That was. I mean,
And untucked.
that was a decade removed from the hippies.
Right.
So I had the long hair, but I was like, okay, I wasn't a big pot smoker or whatever, but I was still, in the hippie era, and going through school and stuff like that. And so for me, I got all hand-me-down stuff. I remember when my brother Lee gave me a leisure suit with the big lapels and the big, John Travolta shirt.
Damn right. Yeah.
Dude, I thought I was the hottest ticket ever at my junior high.
Of course.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We are live from Golf Lounge 18.
Oh, yeah.
First dibs question of the day coming up, and then who you got, or Bob Joyce, if you can get him out of the simulator. Would love to talk
He's
about the
cranking
experience
right
that he
now.
just
Did
had.
you just put one on?
It's the Rob Dibble Show with Ben Darnell on your afternoon drive. We'll be right back.